Hey guys, Simon Bryson here, and today we're going to talk about 5 items you can actually buy and resell for a very good profit. And by the way, when I bought this item right here, I bought it for around $2. I bought 5 of these little statues right here, and I resold them on eBay for around $70. Not each, the entire pack of 5, but the point is I made a massive profit, 7 times my money. But these things right here are very rare to find, so that's why in this video I'm going to give you 5 items that you can find anytime and make between $50 to $150 every single time you go out there and resell them. So in this video I'm going to break everything down. For example, where to find them, how much it costs, and on top of that, what is your profit actually going to be. And by the way guys, if you're new here, I post videos on this channel every single day, so make sure to also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. And on top of that, also destroy the like button. Now before we even get started here, I have to say this just for safety reasons. Whenever you're going out there, you can either buy things online, only online, or for example, go and meet up with people. Whenever you're meeting up with someone, always make sure you meet in a public place, or for example, in a police station. And on top of that, you have to make sure you actually learn how to read these little documents right here, okay? These little documents are very important. And this is called money. If you don't know how to read money, or like how to scan money and check if it's like real or fake, you're going to get scammed. There are scammers out there that basically come to you with fake money, and if you don't know how to hold it to the light, or for example feel a little texture on the little sleeve of it, you're going to get scammed. Because in the past I have gotten scammed, but only once, and once you get scammed once, that's about it. It never happens again. But please don't get scammed. Just check the dollar bills and make sure everything is legit, 100% legit, okay? And always say like, hey, I'm going to check the bills, that way that person knows not to mess with you, okay? Now without further ado guys, let's get started into the video. Now the first item I'm going to talk about is basically a Nintendo Switch. Now as you guys know, there is a black market and also a regular market for these items right here, because some items have a different serial code, as you can see right here. And with the serial of the Nintendo Switch, it basically tells you if your Nintendo Switch is hackable or not hackable. Now depending if it's actually hackable or not hackable, you can actually sell it for a premium of at least $50 to $100. So in this case, this Nintendo Switch right here is hackable. So if I want to, I can hack it and resell it for a massive profit if I actually wanted to. But currently right now in the market, you can actually find Nintendo Switches between $300 to $375. And the goal is, once you buy one for a discount at that price, you want to bundle it with 1 or 2 games, popular or unpopular, and that way you can resell it for a very hefty price. For example, between $450 to $600. I don't know what happened, but during the pandemic and the entire quarantine, these items right here were actually selling for a premium of at least $600 a pop, when recently they were actually going for $300 or so, okay? So the profit margins got crazy. You can make a ton of money by reselling Switches right now if you actually wanted to. However, there are 3 tips I want to give you whenever it comes to selling a Nintendo Switch, and that is basically always try to buy it with the box and all of its accessories. And if you can't buy it with the box, because sometimes owners just throw it away, that's fine. Just go on eBay and buy the box between 15 to 30 bucks, and that's going to add some extra money in your pocket whenever you're actually reselling, because it's going to resell faster, because people are going to assume that, hey, this must be almost brand new because they still have the box, it's in good condition. Especially when it's going to be a gift, you want to make sure you buy something with a box, because that way you can actually go ahead and give to that person with the box, and it makes them feel even more special. On top of that, when it comes to Tommy, where do I buy these products? Where do I sell the products? The answer is there are 4 websites. You want to check out Mercari for buying and reselling. You want to check out eBay for usually just like selling. You want to check out Facebook for buying and selling also, and also Craigslist for the rare buys and also the rare sells. However, you're probably wondering, Tommy, what is the serial code, and basically how can I find them right there? The answer is you want to basically go on Google and find out how to hack Switches, and find out which ones are compatible and which ones need a specific serial. And if it starts, for example, with XAW100, is hackable, but search it up online, that way you know exactly what the criteria actually is. Now, the second item is going to be PlayStation 4s. Now Tommy, what are you talking about? Okay, right now people are worried about the PlayStation 5, and when that comes out, the PlayStation 4s are going to lose so much value. Well, The answer is yes, but right now is crunch time because basically a lot of people are getting ahead of themselves because basically right now it's still June or July, right? It's like June, it's still June. But the idea is because we're still in June and the PlayStation 5 comes out, for example, in December, people are selling their PlayStation 4s for a massive discount right now, and you can go ahead and buy them and resell them very quickly before the holidays, and you can make a massive profit also. That is the idea. But again, once December actually comes by, the holiday season, the prices for PlayStation 4s are actually going to go down like crazy. So make sure you don't have any, if any, on stock at the moment, okay? Just telling you guys to make sure I can warn you. However, right now, currently, the best way to buy a PlayStation 4 is actually to bundle it with a few games, between 2 to 5 games. Now, games, you can actually find a lot of games you can actually buy. You can actually buy a full set of them between 10 to 15 to sometimes even 20 for around like 10 bucks a pop, sometimes even 5 bucks a pop. And usually the high quality games, the best games out there, between 15 to 20 bucks. But the point is, every time you buy a PlayStation 4, and I recommend the Pro or, for example, the Slim, they're going for right now between $295 to $350, but I want you to negotiate it down to $200 to $250 because obviously that is way too expensive. And then you can actually resell it between $400 to $450 depending on how many games you actually want to include, and also the controllers and accessories you also want to include with the console. And again, if you have the box, even better. But right now it's crunch time, and if you buy a lot of them now and resell them fast, then you'll make enough money, between a $50 to $100 profit every single time you actually sell a console. And if you ask me, that's pretty good money. Now, item number 3 to go out there and buy and resell are actually iPhones. Now, Tommy, why do you never talk about Androids? Okay, because Androids are also pretty good cell phones. And by the way, I also have an Android right here where I actually record my camera. If you can tell right here is how I do my videos. But the whole point is, guys, that obviously whenever you buy an Android, the value drops like fire. I don't know why. It just doesn't hold up any value. However, whenever you buy an iPhone, you can actually hold on to it for a while and then resell it for a decent price when the time actually comes, because basically the value actually holds up. So for example, when I bought this phone right here for like 500 bucks, okay, around a year and a half ago, I can still sell it today for around 450 to 550 depending on what I'm actually including. For example, the box, the accessories, and maybe even some AirPods. I can still make my money back by selling this iPhone, but by selling this right here on a Samsung Galaxy S9, I can only get around like 200 to 250 for this phone right here. So the point is, iPhones hold a ton of their value. And by the way, I bought this for free by reselling over and over and over, and then using the profits to basically buy the phone I actually wanted to buy. But the point is, right now in the resale market, you can actually buy these items right now for between 350 to 450 bucks, and this is an iPhone X 256 gigs. On top of it, you can sell it for 450 to 550 if you have the box and everything, and the headphones and everything, okay? By the way, all the accessories, you can actually buy them on eBay for like 15 bucks, include them, and basically help yourself make an extra 50 bucks in profit. On top of that, the iPhone 11, the normal ones with the colors and the 2 cameras, well, you can actually buy the one between 500 to 600 and make a $50 to $75 profit by selling it on eBay or Facebook or Craigslist, or again, even Mercari sometimes. Although Mercari is usually just for video games, okay? But again, guys, okay? Another thing is this. All the links I mentioned here in this video are down below, so don't worry about writing things down at the moment. Now, you can also sell the iPhone 11 Pro. You can buy it between $650 to $750 and resell it between $750 all the way up to $900. And I even seen some actually going for $1,000 on Facebook. But the idea is, I'm assuming that's going to be a very rare sell whenever you actually do sell it for that high of a price. So I would recommend you do multiple listing with different pictures, and that way you can see exactly if someone actually clicks for the $1,000 or if people are just interested in the $900 price, and that way you know exactly what the price should actually be. However, here's a little tip when it comes to reselling anything on eBay to find out exactly what price is actually selling for on the market currently. Go to eBay, click filters, and click show only sold and completed items. That way you'll know exactly what sold for what price, and you know exactly what is actually selling for, because sometimes it might be listed for like $700, 900, but then you find out they're only selling for like 500 and 400. So always do that. That we can actually find out exactly what they're actually selling for. Again, show only sold items and completed items. Completed items because basically an item can be sold, but it can also be returned. So completed means the order went through perfectly. And by the way, whenever you're selling an iPhone, always try to get the box. The box, again, is going to improve how much you actually can sell the item for. So always try to get the box. Now, item number 4 is basically Goodwill and also thrift shops. Now, this item right here, I actually bought it at a thrift shop. And again, I actually sold these for around $75. Tell me, why do you have them? Because basically, when I sold them, accidentally, I did not wrap them up completely. And basically, as you can see, I can't really show you guys, but I'll try to show you right now. Right here, you can see that the skull is actually a little cracked right there. And it's basically because when I shipped it incorrectly. I fixed it obviously, but then I decided like, hey, I'm actually gonna keep them. They're pretty cool, so I kept them. But on top of that, I actually bought a snow globe for like $4 and sold it literally for $75 on eBay. And it was also broken. And I said like, hey, this is broken. You still want it? He said, yeah, I want it. I collect these. So basically you can actually buy and resell items. But again, if you even want to go into more detail, you go ahead and go to gift shops, also Goodwill, also thrift shop, Red Cross. The idea is you can actually buy vintage t-shirts and also clothes all around and resell them on eBay for a profit also. I know people that basically form an entire store where they buy, for example, t-shirt for like $2, $1 in Goodwill, and then sell it on eBay for like $10, 15 bucks, and make a pretty decent profit. So again, this is actually one of the best ways to do it. And there's always going to be a large supply in these stores, and you can always sell them basically on eBay. By the way, I do recommend always take very good pictures and try to get yourself a mannequin that we can actually dress it and that we can actually sell the items even more professionally in a sense, okay? So there you go. However, guys, there is one tip I want to give you when actually selling these items. You always want to make sure the item you're selling has already been sold on eBay. For example, when I actually bought these, I knew for a fact they were selling for a lot of money because I checked on eBay how much they were actually selling for, and that way I found out exactly what price I can actually expect to actually get. But if I bought this item and I didn't see it on eBay, I would have never bought it because again, when it comes to this game of reselling, data information and also resale history is very important to find out exactly if your item is going to be dead, you can't sell it, or for example, you can actually sell it very quickly again. So always make sure on eBay you actually see exactly if it's been sold or not sold in the past few weeks or so, okay? But with clothes, that's different, whole different game. But with buying like collectibles, always make sure they're actually collectible and people are actually buying them. Now, item number 5, guys, are actually AirPods. AirPods Pro, AirPods 1, AirPods 2, like whatever it is. And by the way, these are just all boxes. Some of them are filled, yes, but the point is, I used to resell these things like hotcakes, okay? I used to make between 20 to 50 bucks every time I sold one. I used to sell like around like 10 to 15 of them every single week. So $50 times 10, that's a $500 profit every single week. And the idea is that right now in the current market, you can actually buy the AirPods 2, these ones right here, the normal one. And by the way, Tommy, what's the difference? The answer is these one actually comes with a charging case. That's the difference, to be honest with you. It's still the same headphones, still the same quality, but it's just a charging case and people actually pay more for this. But the idea is you can buy them between 50 to 80 bucks and then resell them on eBay between $90 to $100. So again, a decent $50 to $20 profit every time you actually buy and resell one of these. And on top of that, the AirPods Pro, these ones right here, the little ones, as you can see right here, and the back actually looks like this. The idea is these ones right here, you can actually buy them between $120 to $150 and resell them for around $210. Now, usually you would say, hey, Tommy, no one wants to buy used headphones. The answer is people don't care. People just grab some alcohol, hand sanitizer, wipe them down, and then boom, they're brand new. And I can tell you that because basically I did the exact same thing. A lot of people just don't mind and they buy it for a discount, okay? And they don't really care about it. And by the way, always try to sell them with the boxes. The boxes are very important when it comes to reselling. But guys, that's about it for this video. 5 items, but because you made it all the way to the end of the video, I also want to give you guys 2 bonus items in case you actually want to make some extra money. Item number one is basically if you actually have some type of PC skills, you can actually go ahead and build computers. I do that also, and then resell them on eBay or Facebook, or try to meet up with people and actually resell it to them also on Craigslist. Now, this can make you a ton of money, and it can actually be a full-time business, because again, by building a computer and buying the parts, you get a massive discount, and by reselling for like $100 or $200 or $300 profit, it can make you a ton of money, and it can be a full-on legit business. Item number two for bonus is actually sneakers. I'm not in this game anymore. I don't buy shoes or sneakers, but again, the sneaker market is always bubbling, and you can always buy and resell sneakers here and there for like a $50 to sometimes even $1,000 profit, depending on the item you actually get. But usually those items are actually very exclusive and very hard to get, and you need some form of connections. But again, exclusive, but you know, if you do get them, you do get to make a massive amount of money. And lastly, guys, if you're trying to buy an item and the person says like, hey, just Cash App me the money, Venmo me the money, PayPal me the money, or for example, even Zelle me the money or Apple Pay me the money, and then I'll ship it to you, the answer is be very careful. Usually 99% of the time it is a scam, and the only way I do this is by doing PayPal merchant, because that way I'm protected, I'm insured, but never gift the people the money, because basically PayPal will not insure you if you do like a friend-to-friend transfer. Never do that, okay? Always avoid that at all costs, because there are always people out there trying to scam the shush out of you, okay? So be very careful. Almost cursed there. Be very, very careful. But guys, that's about it for this video. Comment down below and let me know, was this video helpful? And the goal is go out there, make some money, have fun, and be very careful also. And the more you do this, the better you'll get at it, and making like $1,000 a week is not that bad at all. That's how much I used to make every time I did this also every single week. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. As always, destroy the like button, and also if you're new here, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a video. Also follow me on Instagram, Tiny Bryson. And before I go, if you want to watch another video about how to resell phones, like a full video on it, well, here's that video right here. Click my face right here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.